All right. So in this digital age, it's very, very essential as learners and students, or it could be teachers, whoever it is. All right. It's very important for us to realize, okay, the importance of being mindfulness. All right. Being mindfulness. When you walk around, you should be mindful about, okay, what is coming, what is going, what is there in front of you, okay, what is there behind you, or words. If you're walking, you're not mindful what is there in front of you. There's a possibility of getting hurt. When you're walking, you don't know who is passing by. There's a possibility of missing out, or someone who is very nice, or who is one of the teachers. All right. So please understand that when you're not mindful as learners, okay, what happens is that, okay, you kind of lose connection with the world. Once you lose connection with the world, you remain lonely. All right, that's kind of that's very, very, very sad thing. Have you this morning when I woke up, all right, I happened to see I received a message from my wife. All right, when I saw the message, it felt very bad. You know what message is that? There's some college Vizag or Vishakhapatnam, where a girl student hit a teacher with a slipper. I mean, she slapped a teacher with a slipper. Have you heard this news? Yes. I know. This is very, very hard, I guess. You see, all of you heard it. Yeah? Yeah. Sorry. All right. Now, what does it signify? What does it indicate? What does it kind of show? All right. Where are we going as students? Yeah, come back, please. Hello. Okay, can you all sit straight? All of you sit straight. I know you're not relaxed. This is a very comfortable chairs, but sit straight. How many of you carry pen and paper with you right now? How many of you carry pen and paper? Of course, you might be having pen and paper, but how many of you really using it? Is anyone using pen and paper right now, or for the last 1 hour? I don't think so. So tell me frankly, is anyone using pen and paper? I award you with something right now. Anybody? Genuinely? Obviously. I've been observing that. Sitting there, I've been observing each and every one of you, how attentive you are, all right, how relaxed you are, how active you are. Okay, I was reading your faces. Have you observed me reading your faces? And some of you are reading, smiling at me, I could see that. Yeah? So, that's what being mindfulness, how participants are, how you're feeling about it. Okay, how you feeling about the person sitting over there, how a person feeling about you sitting over there. So being mindfulness is very, very important. Now, this particular example, okay, where a student slapping a teacher with a slipper, okay, what kind of message that it sends to the world? What respect we have for teachers, okay, what respect we have for learners, for learning, knowledge, right? So we should be. I mean, this is also one of the examples where we're becoming lonely. Okay, see, this is probably the influence of the technology, where somebody is very much kind of influenced, okay, kind of addicted to technology. Where all the teacher did was she has taken away her mobile. The teacher has taken away her mobile because maybe she is too much using her mobile in the classroom. That could be the reason. So she grabbed her mobile and then outside the classroom and she came and she used abusive language and both of them were kind of fighting. And so it became a news, national news. Please understand, okay? It's all about you, okay? As a director sir rightly mentioned, you are the diamond. As learners, we are the diamonds. All right. But that doesn't, words merely don't make difference. It's you who bring the difference and make the difference, okay, to the world. Okay, words themselves will not act upon you. All right? When you read the words, the feelings and the kind of action that you bring to the words, that makes difference to you as an individual. All right? So it's an individual strategy. We are all here to support you, to encourage you, to motivate you, all right, to mentor you. But unless you come and ask for help, it's very difficult. Nobody can kind of force you to do in this modern world. Even you wouldn't like that. You are full of talents, maybe, yes. Each one of us individually, okay, we are full of talents, we have our own talents, okay, we have our own kind of creative talents, okay, problem-solving abilities, but if you don't showcase them, right, all right, be polishing yourself, the skills, okay, your personality, right, and yeah, if you don't showcase them, how do you know? How do we kind of, you know? Unless the diamond shines in the shop, do you go to the shining diamond or kind of a very blunt diamond? Everybody prefers a shining diamond, right? The same thing applies here. The same thing applies. Alright? Shining means that that's visible on your faces. You see, it's not an active person, okay, a successful person, a happy person, a healthy person. By looking at your face, one can tell you. You yourself can kind of observe. Look into the mirror and say, happy or active, healthy, safe. Ask yourself these questions and feel that. And if you're not feeling good, then you need to improve. And it's a day-to-day process, not just once a week or once a month or once a year, right? Every day we live for today. I always tell my students, we live for today's success. Tomorrow will come, tomorrow will follow. Okay? You live for today's success. Success doesn't come tomorrow, or success doesn't come next month, or by the end of the year, or by the end of the course. No. Success comes by the end of today. By the end of the day. So if you live for today's success, tomorrow come again, you live tomorrow. We don't live tomorrow, forgetting today. You understand this? So please understand, to excel and to grow and to kind of, we facilitate these kind of activities and these kind of programs. Okay, I really appreciate again the organizers for conducting this kind of national lit festival, fest. All right, to help you to showcase your talents. All right. So that's the reason you are here today, and I'm sure that you actively participate and you figure out what skills, okay, what knowledge, what wisdom, okay, you can draw from this kind of participation. And I always tell my students again, language is life. Language is life, and life is language. Okay, language is literature, language is culture. So these are all kind of, it's a combination. It's not, language is nothing but it's a combination of different activities or different modes. Like, as I said, language is closely related to culture, language is closely related to personality, language is closely related to communication, language is closely related to kind of traditions, right? Your beliefs, right? Your beliefs. Your body, right? You must be healthy for that. Only an active and healthy person can speak actively and healthy. All right. A dull person cannot speak an active language. A dull person cannot communicate actively because he is dull. A deaf person cannot speak. Only a living person can speak language. Therefore, we are all living beings. We need to be actively speaking, actively participating in communication. Communication is an active process. All right. Please understand this. It's already, the dignitaries have already mentioned that communication is everything. All right. I say the communication is the game changer. I'm not talking about the movie, The Game Changer. I know you have already gone back to the kind of background. This is game changer. I'm not talking about the movie, but I'm talking about the game changer. One of the important skills is communication skills. We all communicate every time. You cannot not communicate. You cannot not communicate. You're silent, you're communicating. You're sleeping, you're communicating. You're sitting, you're communicating. The way you sit, the way you stand, the way you dress, the way you look, the way you show up yourself, the way you walk. Everything about you is communicating. All right. So please understand that. Don't think that only when I speak, I'm kind of people can perceive me or people understand me. No. By looking at you, we understand you what you speak. So you should be always mindful about your communication, what words you speak, or what tone you use. All right, there are people who want to communicate, but the tone is very, very low, or it's not quite interesting. Okay, there are two aspects for communication. Okay, when we talk about communication, all right, the most important thing is confidence. Are we communicating with confidence? How many of us communicate with confidence? All right? So that's very, very essential thing. Just one second. Okay, if I ask you, how many of you would like to have this? Who would like to, not how many of you, who would like to have this? This is a 200 rupees real note, okay? It's not a fourth note. Okay? It's not a kind of, it's a real one. Who would like to have this right now? Who would like to have this? Who would like to have this? Only one? Who would like to have this? 200 rupees is yours. Who would like to have it? It's a real note. I mean, I'm not joking, okay? I'm not a magician, alright? This is real. 200 rupees. Who would like to have this? Who would like to have this? Who would like to have this? Somebody raising their hand. Before he rose his hand. He's standing up. Okay. Who would like to have this? Come here. So before I just reward him with this 200 rupees, I want to tell you something. There's only one person. He's the first person who rose his hand. Well, what about 139 of you? What happened? What happened? You didn't even raise your hand. He rose his hand, and the next thing he did was he was standing, but he never came and grabbed it. You could have just come and grabbed it. I said, who would like to have this? By merely expressing this, I merely saying that, talking, looking at each other, you won't get this. Most of you are doing this. When I said who would like to have this, you should have the confidence to come and grab this. That is the confidence you should have. You lost 200 rupees, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. But I would have appreciated you would have walked down here and grabbed it from my hand. But anyway, I appreciate your first interest, therefore I reward this with you. You all ended up clapping instead of grabbing. That is the confidence. That is the confidence that we should have. If you feel shy, most of you feeling shy probably. Yes. Alright. Most of you are feeling maybe I'm not serious. Most of you, right, come back, let's come back. It's lost. There's no point in talking about this. Don't worry, don't talk about it. You lost it anyway. Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is that the confidence matters in life. Alright? Confidence? Yeah, please. Excuse me. Confidence matters in life. Right? You need to be the first one. Nobody will push you, nobody will force you, nobody wouldn't like that, you see? But if you, it's a self thing. I mean, as I said, it's an individual thing. We don't have to force you anymore. That's why you need to be an individual to treat yourselves as grown-ups. Okay, don't depend on others, don't depend on parents, don't do too much. don't depend on teachers too much. We need to help you, encourage you, motivate you, support you. But you have to treat yourself gradually as an individual, okay, to become stronger. This is an individual strategy. Right, I repeat, it's an individual strategy to become stronger, to become successful. Nobody carries you to the success. Or success itself doesn't come to you. Success itself doesn't come to you. Alright? And it's not easy. If success to be easy, everybody is successful. Alright, we have to try our best. And it's not easy, as I said, we have to try our best, okay, to reach the success. And it's not easy. The road to success is never easy. But you can make it easier, okay, by taking responsibility, okay, by having determination, okay, to succeed in life. Who decides that? You as an individual. Everybody wants to be successful. Given enough, if I ask you, why are you here? I want to be successful in life. That's the answer. But are we doing enough? Are we empowering ourselves with enough skills? Okay, are we kind of, equipping ourselves with enough knowledge and wisdom and strategies to become successful? All right, you need to ask these questions every day. Okay, I want you to fill in the blanks. Okay, we grow with dash. Can you fill in the blanks with one of the most important things? We grow with dash. If I ask you to fill in the blanks, what would be your answers? Knowledge, okay? We grow with dash. What's that? Time. Yeah, that's a word I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to listen to. We grow with time. Knowledge is a word that we get to hear every time, right? Wisdom, yes. Okay, skills, yes. But the time is the most important thing. Okay? We go physically, okay? But if you don't grow with the time, updating yourselves with the present skills, as I said, we are living in the digital world. So you need to grow in the digital world with the time, with the skills that are required to the present. If you say that I'm growing physically, but my mind remains traditional or in a very kind of traditional ways, that doesn't work. So growth is not merely kind of a physical; it should be to the present times. Please understand. All right. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. You'll be left behind wherever you are, probably whichever college you belong to. All right. Whichever kind of discipline you belong to, you will be left behind. Provided you grow with time, with the present skills, then obviously you will be kind of, on par with others. You'll be advantage with all other students from other walks of life. So please, what reminds us, my sincere suggestion to you is that you need to be always, as learners, you must be always active, you must be always happy, and most importantly, you must be safe. Alright? So when you can make sure these three things with you, then things are mostly in place. When we're talking about, I just wanted to kind of talk about many things, about personality, development, and all these things, but let me make it very short. Let me stick to communication. When we talk about communication, all right, communication skills rather, as I said, it's a game changer. All right, communication is not merely expressing your words. Most of us communicate, but without much expression. For us, communication means just merely a kind of passing the message or exchanging the message. That's not merely enough. Communication is very powerful. How many of you believe in that? Communication is powerful. It can empower you. All right? But provided that you communicate in a right manner or right fashion. But how many of us can really say that I communicate rightly? we have our own fears, we are not confident, we are lost, we don't know the ways to communicate, all right? But with all these things, we cannot really communicate. Or rather, we wrongly communicate or miscommunicate. All right? If you want to be powerful, if you want to empower yourselves, all right, you need to acquire the right skills to communicate, get confidence to communicate. All right? You don't have to fear to communicate anything. You need to be expressive, most importantly. You need to be expressive. You need to have a winning personality, okay, to have a kind of empowering communication. Personality matters. That's the first thing. Personality is not one trait, it's a number of multiple traits make up the personality. There are too many things attached to that. So please understand, communication is empowering. The moment you go and talk to somebody and shake, okay, look into the eyes and then smile, yeah. Alright? That really, the other person should really feel the warmth of your communication. That's what I'm trying to say. But most of us, 95% of us, what do? We merely go with just exchange of information. I wanted to communicate to him some message. I did that, closing my eyes and get away. That's why it doesn't make any impact. A communication must make an impact on the other person. That's kind of communication we should. With smile, looking into their eyes, okay, being polite, being humble, all right, being active, all right, we don't smile, okay. The healthy, you must show up healthy, all right, must be clean. Unless you exhibit these things in communication, it doesn't kind of empower you or impact the other person. Alright, so please understand that there are too many things to talk about this. Another important thing when it comes to communication is the vocal thing. I've already mentioned that. You must be taking care of that. I give an assignment to my students at the beginning of the semester begins, the first class, I give them an assignment. The special assignment I give them. I ask them do a video or audio recording throughout the semester, every day. It can be a reading of a short story, okay, a piece of news item, anything for that matter. At least 2 to 3 minutes. Do an audio or video recording throughout the semester, and by end of the last class, in the last class they should present all the videos to me, or the proof of that. Then I award them extra 5 marks. Then everybody says, yeah, very good in the first class. Yes, sir, we will do that. But by the end of the class, by the end of the semester, only 1 or 2 of them. 1 or 2 of them turn up saying that we have done this. Some of them, so a couple of them will turn up say that, sir, I could only do 10 video recordings. Can you give us marks? I could do only 20 recordings. Only few of them, out of 100, only 1 or 2 get full marks. See the interest. See, we are here to motivate you, kind of, improve your skills, but that doesn't interest you because you don't take personal or self-interest in that. Nobody will force you in today's world. Nobody will force you. You wouldn't like to be forced. That's the problem here. Even parents can force you. You should be as an individual. You should treat yourself as an individual, grown-up one. And you are looking for success. Success is a hard way to earn, and you should acquire required skills to kind of achieve the success. And if you can't do that much, you take self-responsibility for achieving success, nobody can help you. No amount of courses can help you, all right? No degrees can help you, okay? No workshops can help you. Nobody can help you. Alright? So please understand the importance of communication skills in day-to-day life. Make efforts to communicate with people with interest. With interest. Communicate with interest. Communicate happily, actively. Alright. and that empowers you, that impacts you. All right, we are here to be different and to make difference, okay, to whoever we meet. And that is possible with communication skills. You need to be expressive. You need to be expressive. You need to be stylish in communication. It's not easy. People might criticize you, but you need to maintain your own style in communication. Not just kind of, with going with the wind. I'm just speaking something. Speaking something is not communicating. Or just by merely sharing a kind of message is not communicating. Communication comes with a bunch of other skills and talents. When you combine all these things, you really feel the kind of an empowerment. You really feel the kind of, the impact in you and whoever you meet. And you should have your own perspective, your own style for communicating. People might criticize you, but you don't live for them, right? You live for yourselves. All right. So please take responsibility for your own success. That's the thing. So we can go on talking about many other things, but I would rather invite some questions from you instead of talking too much. Okay? Yeah. I just open the session to some kind of questions so that we can kind of make it a kind of interactive. I know that there are too many things to talk about: communication skills, and many other skills, all right, life skills, soft skills. I'm sure that your teachers must be talking about these. All right, and the next thing what you're supposed to do is that you have to revise, reflect on that, and then kind of see how best you can make use of them in day-to-day lives. Okay, that makes a difference. But merely me talking about might not help you. But I will invite some kind of questions, some kind of interaction, so that you ask me some questions, so that we can interact. Any questions you have? Yeah, please. Yeah.
Everyone stood up for 200.
Louder, please. Yeah.
Everyone stood up for 200 rupees. What will do?
Everyone stood up
For 200 rupees. No?
by merely standing up. I can't do anything.
We have only one choice.
Yeah. Everybody stood up for 200 rupees. You're only standing up, no? You're not grabbing it. So, all that matters is grabbing up from my hand. Whoever grabs first, he'll get it. All 200 all of them will not come and grab it at a time, right? Only one of them will reach. In the running race, all 200 might participate. But there will be only one first. The second thing. Third thing. Not 200 of them will reach the first place. No. It never happened. It never happened here too. Alright? Yeah. I wish all of them grabbed it at once, 200 rupees. Maybe the 200 pieces could have gone. But still, that's good. A memory. That doesn't happen anyway. Yeah. That's what. It's not about grabbing the 200 rupees. The activity here was not about the money. To show that how interested you are, how confident you are, how ready you are. Okay, you failed in that. Rather, you need to improve on that. You see? What if it had been 500 rupees, or 1,000 rupees, or 1 lakh rupees? We should have been gone. That's how we lose the opportunities too. You should take a bold. You understand? All right. Yeah. Questions, please. Yeah. Let's talk about some. Yeah. Let's invite some questions. This is another thing. When I give you an opportunity to ask questions, you are not asking questions. You see? You should be the first one to ask questions. All 200 of you should be asking questions. But you. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Among
all, we are here 140 members, right?
Yeah.
And how to grab the attention?
By asking questions. See, now everybody is kind of looking at you. You are kind of set of Yeah. That's a nice question. Yeah, thank you. How to grab the attention of the people? Why? There are different strategies. Different. Yeah. to grab the attention of the audience. All right. Hello. Excuse me. So the most important thing is by asking questions. All right. Once you start asking questions, you improve confidence. Okay, everybody will look at you. Okay, that improves your confidence levels. Okay, why do you want to be kind of why do you want to be kind of grab the attention of the people? To improve your confidence, right? Yeah. The first thing is by asking questions or posing a question. Okay. Or kind of, there are other strategies which we are not getting into that. Okay, you can play fun, or you can just tell a story, all right, or you can do some role play. There are many other ways of getting attention of the audience. Yeah. Somebody want to ask the question here? Ask the question, yeah. I'm sorry. That's not easy because the world is full of distractions. The world is full of distractions. Okay, so by practice the mindfulness. Thank you, sir.
Yoga.
Yoga is one of the important activities. If you practice in yoga, right. So excuse me, get back. Yeah. I said in the first place, you need to be mindful about the present, about the moment. That's not easy because the world is full of distractions. You go home, there's no place to sit and study. All right, you sit in the library, so somebody will be kind of distracted. I don't know, maybe some external noises. Okay, you need to be mindful about what you are doing. Okay, so that way you can eliminate unwanted distractions. Be mindful about what kind of other strategies. Someone rightly mentioned do some kind of bring exercises. Okay, you can find your own place where you can stay away from distractions. Okay, you can find a suitable time where there is no distraction to study. All right. So it's a strategy again to find different ways and means to kind of eliminate the distractions. Some might work with me, some might not work with you. What works in your own context, that depends on you and you have to find it. Okay? All right. Yeah. Somebody wanted to ask a question. Yeah. How can we? By practicing. As simple as that. By practicing. With confidence. Yeah, first build confidence. And then it's a process. You see, it doesn't happen overnight. Alright, communication skills is not set up skills that are acquired overnight or by the end of the week. Yeah, excuse me, Rick. Yeah. Can you stand up? Yeah, you. No, next. Yeah, how can we improve communication skills? How? Yeah? Yeah, explain that. Can you elaborate on that? Don't look at him. You should have your own. Yeah? Yeah, then you should listen. Sit on this. Yeah, I said by practicing. You need to practice confidence in the first place. That comes with a kind of time. That comes with time. First of all, being mindful, observing others, your teachers, your friends, or by watching movies, and by kind of observing around surroundings. Okay, observation is one of the important skills to build our communication confidence. So most of the time we don't observe people. You see, we don't observe who is coming, who's going, what is happening in front of us. Okay, we don't observe and learn from that because we are lost. We are lost. Always we are connected over the phone or in messages or somewhere thinking in our own world. Where is observation? Where is observation? Alright, so observation is one of the important things. So that's why you need to be mindful always about the present. You need to be mindful about the present, the way you walk, where you're walking. You're walking, the dog is there. You need to be very careful. Stay away from that. Otherwise, if you go very close to that, the dog can bite you. Yeah, you understand? So please understand this is very, very essential.